Hi friends, in this video we are going to discussing about NISM Series 10A Investment Advisor Level 1 mock test for Chapter 12. First question, what is the primary goal of portfolio management? Option A, only tax savings. Option B, avoiding investment losses. Option C, maximizing return with acceptable risk. And option D, beating inflation only. Correct answer is option C, maximizing return with acceptable risk. Portfolio management focus on balancing risk and return per investor's profile. Next question. What is the minimum investment required to open a PMS account in India? Option A 25 lakh, option B 1 crore, option C 10 lakh and option D 50 lakh. Correct answer is option D 50 lakh. SEBI mandates a minimum investment of 50 lakh in PMS account. Next question. What distinguishes non-discretionary PMS from discretionary PMS? Option A, manager executes without consent. Option B, client chooses investments. Option C, only ETFs are allowed. And option D, fixed returns are promised. Correct answer is option B, client chooses investments. In non-discretionary PMS, the manager executes trades. Next question. Which report must portfolio managers provide to clients every quarter? Option A, KYC compliance certificate. Option B, portfolio holdings and performance report. Option C, nominee confirmation. And option D, fund manager bio. Correct answer is option B, portfolio holdings and performance report. PMS providers must give detailed reports on every quarter to ensure transparency. Next question. The performance of PMS must be disclosed using which return measure? Option A, time-weighted rate of return. Option B, annualized CAGR. Option C, IRR. And option D, point-to-point absolute return. Correct answer is option A, time-weighted rate of return. Next question. Which document must be filed with SEBI and shared public by PMS providers? Option A, KIM. Option B, SID. Option C, disclosure document. And option D, offer letter. Correct answer is option C, disclosure document. SEBI requires PMS managers to disclose key risks, fees and performance in a detailed document. Next question. Portfolio managers may charge option A, fixed fee only. Option B, entry load only. Option C, no fees at all. And option D, fixed plus performance based fee. Correct answer is option D, fixed plus performance based fee. PMS usually charges a management fee and a performance fee if returns exceed a hurdle. Next question. In PMS, where are the client securities held? Option A, under SEBI custody. Option B, in client's own demat and bank account. Option C, in AMC's account. And option D, in fund manager's account. Correct answer is option B. PMS assets are held in client's name for full transparency and legal ownership. Next question. SEBI requires PMS performance to be compared to option A, benchmark indices, option B, gold price, option C, RBI repo rate, and option D, insurance NAV. Correct answer is option A, benchmark indices. SEBI mandates reporting returns against relevant benchmarks like Nifty, Sensex for fair comparison. Next question. What type of fee becomes payable only when performance exceeds a preset benchmark? Option A, GST. Option B, performance fee. Option C, custody fee. And option D, brokerage. Correct answer is Option B. Performance fee is linked to returns exceeding a hurdle rate and is success based. Next question. Which PMS strategy focus on fast rising stocks and trend continuation? Option A. Growth strategy. Option B. Arbitrage strategy. Option C. Momentum strategy. And option D. Gilt strategy. Correct answer is option C. Momentum strategy. It ride stocks with strong upward price movements. Next question. How often must PMS managers update the SEBI portal with the client and performance data? Option A. Weekly. Option B. Yearly. Option C. Quarterly. And option D. Monthly. Correct answer is option D. Monthly. PMS managers must provide monthly data updates to SEBI. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe for more chapters.